Hello. It is Dr. Niesha Cherry, your health and wellness educator, your yoga instructor, and newly your fitness instructor, here today for our series on how to maintain your health in times of uncertainty. Today's focus is on dieting. Why did I choose to talk about this subject today? Well, I've been seeing people starting to post again about gaining weight during this quarantine, coronavirus, COVID-19 time period. I've been seeing people talking about overeating, always going to the refrigerator back and forth, and snacking, things like that. And so I'm wondering, what is your game plan? Are you going to keep on going into that with the extra overeating and the snacking and the making unhealthy choices until it's over? Or are you going to start now with making healthier choices, moving your body, getting your mindset right around making healthy choices so that you're not constantly going into the refrigerator? Because, or before I even say that, or are you planning on joining a diet plan? So, if your plan is to get on a diet, sorry, but diets don't work. So, I'm sure you've been on diets before. And whenever you're on a diet, you lose weight, of course, because anytime we do something different, we lose weight. But then once the diet is over, what happens? You go back to your regular eating and you gain weight back. So if you've been on a diet more than one time and this has been happening every single time, then that should be your cue that diets don't work. And so you should go about losing weight in a different way. And so that's what I teach my clients how to do on a regular basis. We're not going for the diet plans. We're not looking for the quick fix because when you do the quick fix, you quickly gain the weight back and some. So that's the downfall. Not only do you gain the weight back that you lost, most times you gain back more weight than you were than you lost, and that sucks. So reasons why diets don't work. Well, we all know that they are restrictive and they are when they're restrictive, you feel like you got to have whatever it is that you aren't supposed to have for the diet. So they're not sustainable. When things are restricting, you can't keep up with it. It's hard. Your mind is constantly telling you, I want this, I want that. This isn't working. I can't do this. And you're not going to be successful. You're going to fail. So sticking to a diet is difficult because of that restrictiveness. A lot of times diets cut out whole food groups like your carbohydrates, your fats, and your protein. They may cut out either of those, and that's not optional. We need carbohydrates for energy. We need protein for our muscles. We need fat. All of those are part of what we need to function properly as human beings. So cutting out a whole food group is unacceptable, not sustainable, not healthy. So when people talk about doing certain diets, I won't name any here, but when they're cutting out a whole food group, like they're cutting out their carbohydrates and they're having a lot of protein and fats, that's not sustainable. That's not healthy. I highly do not recommend it. Um, Another reason why diets don't work is because a lot of times they're based on your willpower, and willpower does not last. It starts you off really good and then it fades. So that's why a mindset shift is needed. You have to realize that what you're choosing to do, because it's always a choice, what you're choosing to do is either helping you or harming you. And you have to decide which one you want to be okay with. So if you're eating processed foods all the time, you're eating fast foods all the time, you're eating lots of chips and cookies and hamburgers that are not from healthy, sustainably grown meat, then you have to be okay with the idea that you're making your body sick. And eventually you're going to need medication. And eventually you're going to need to have these extra doctor's appointments, spending more money than you need to. Or you can be okay with saying, you know what, I won't have chips today. Instead, I will have broccoli or something like that to go with my grass fed burger that's on a lettuce bun or something like that. But making healthier choices is important. And just being mindful of that and really feeling deep down inside that it's worth it. Are you worth it? Are you worth making a healthier choice? Are you worth skipping out on a donut? Because it's not required for you to be healthy, for you to sustain, for you to function in life. Um, A lot of times diets focus on weight loss as opposed to being healthy. And so the way I go about things, yes, you will lose weight, but you're also being healthy. You're nourishing your body, which is key, super important. We have to nourish our bodies to be successful, to be around a long time, to be happy. You know, all those things are needed. So fill your body up with those things that are healthy and nutritious. Hi, Martha. Yes, we do need balance. Yes, ma'am. Um, Diets. Oh, yes. A lot of times when you're on a diet, it usually has a lot of processed foods, like those quick packets of protein or the whatever mixes you put in this, that, or the other. That's processed. And our bodies don't really recognize how to break those things down. And there are a lot of times they're not nutrient rich. So they're not providing us what we need as humans. And finally, with that, diets drastically reduce our calorie intake. So when you go back once again to eating regularly, because everybody does a diet for a certain amount of time, and then they go back to eating how they used to go eat before, you're gonna gain that weight, if not doubling it. So yes, Judy, I highly recommend cooking. Cooking is definitely the healthy way. Cook your foods at home. Choose organic foods as much as possible. Wild caught meats, organic meats, and grass fed meats are really good to use as well. Making sure you're eating when you're hungry and stopping when you're satiated, not when you're full, not when you're like, oh, I can't take another bite. Like, that's not okay. But stopping when you're satiated. Those are some keys when being healthy and helping you lose weight. And being mindful of what you're eating and thinking as you're eating. So, like, if you're eating something like a nice salad and some salmon on the side with your salad, then being grateful and thankful and knowing that this food is nourishing your body and that you don't need chocolate cake afterwards because that's not gonna help you. So, just being mindful of what you're eating. I'll get off my soapbox, but make sure you're making healthy choices. This is the time, like I said yesterday. Now is the time. There's no need to put it off. Start cooking. You're at home more, most of us anyway, not everybody. But for those of us who are at home more, take this time to start a healthy regimen. Exercising, cooking, making healthy choices. All right, thanks for tuning in, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.